Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video, and today we got some big news. We finally got news on when the Cerise rerun is going to be, and it is very much as I predicted, actually. So let's jump over into a screenshot that I just took from the Epic 7 live stream. There you go. So you can see what they're going to be doing is something a little bit different, and I was wondering what they were going to do because they've been having a lot of limited banners, and with all these limited banners, if you think long term, like say 10 years from now, if people are still playing the game and they have 2 or 3 new limiteds a year, what are you going to do with all these limiteds? The issue there is that you're going to start having basically a new limited rerun every week. And they obviously can't do that. It doesn't make any sense. They never have time to release new units. So what they're going to do, like I said, we actually predicted this on stream a few months ago because people were guessing when the Diene rerun was going to be. And I said, actually, I bet you they don't do Diene rerun now. I bet you they wait and they do it together with Cerise. I, in my head, wasn't including Landy in that, but they're going to include Landy as well. So we're having 3 limited heroes all available on the same banner. So something they've never done before. Really interesting concept, actually, and you guys should probably be pretty hyped about this. So this is the only screenshot I have. This is coming next week, so a week from now. Keep in mind, there is the... If I can minimize this really quick. There is this girl. So this girl is getting her own little skin thing, Lulu. She's getting her new skin. Also, there's going to be a Hoochie shop. They are trying to talk it up like it's going to be discounted prices, but still massively a scam. I definitely recommend staying away from the Hoochie shop and staying away from this Epic Pass as well. Reason being is because you're going to want to do as many summons on this as possible, and here's why. Even if you already have all 3 of these units and all the artifacts, which I do, you're going to want to do summons on these. Reason 1 is imprints are really hard to get, and slates are really, really rare. So if you do any kind of PvP, you're going to want imprints for all 3 of these units because they're all meta right now. Also, the Cerise artifact, Guiding Light, is one of the most OP artifacts in the game right now. You're going to want some of those. If you're using Wall of Order for Landy, you're going to want some of those. I don't know a lot of people that are using the Diene artifact, the Unfading Memories, but it's not a bad artifact either. It's probably the worst of the 3, but all of them are good. But beyond that, this is how it's going to work. So there is no pity this time. They're basically taking away the pity, but they're replacing it with a coin shop. So when you summon on this banner, there's the normal Nat 5 rate divided by 3, a third of which goes into each of the 3 heroes. So instead of having a 1% chance to summon whatever hero you're trying to summon, unfortunately now you only have a 0.333% chance of summoning that hero. But every summon you do, you're going to get a coin, regardless of whether you summon the hero or not. So you could get a 3-star artifact, or you could get one of the Nat 5s, the Nat 5 that you want. Either way, that summon will give you 1 coin. Every coin you get will add up, and you can purchase with those coins one of these Nat 5s. So you can purchase the Nat 5s as many times as you want. You can also purchase 1 copy of the artifact, so if you don't actually need the imprints and all you're looking for is Guiding Light, maybe you do 100 summons, you get your Guiding Light from the coin shop, and then whatever you get from your summons is bonus on top of it. But you will only be able to summon, or you will only be able to buy 1 of each artifact from the coin shop. Also, all of those artifacts will also be in the powder shop, so keep that in mind as well. So you're going to be able to get minimum 2 guiding lights plus whatever you can summon, which is really nice. If you need anything else, you'll be able to get those as well. So I thought I'd make a quick video on this because I know some people are going to be confused, and I'm going to have to explain it to them. So, um, yeah, those are really the most important things you need to know from this patch is that this banner is happening. What I do want to do really quick is just go over their imprints, just because I know it's something that's going to be asked. It is reset here, and I was queuing up this video, so we got to get through a lot of these. Oh my god. Yes, I get it. There's lots of things you want us to buy. So I am saving every summon I can get my hands on for the next week, and I will be dumping them all into that for sure. I think Guiding Light is probably the thing people are most excited for, and the fact that you can get a second one basically for free is really, really nice. I'm a huge fan of that. All right, so Cerise up first. If we take a look at her imprint, it depends how you're running her and what you're running her with and what content you're running her in. In terms of PvP, if you're running her, well, if you're running her in PvP, you're probably running imprint concentration. That being said, if it's arena or just Guild War and you're not doing RTA, maybe you have things tuned to go with the bonus crit rate to your team. But being able to add 27% effectiveness onto her kit is really, really nice. Being able to land those high res stuns or even those high res strips or restricts or slows or whatever it may be can be ultra, ultra valuable on a unit who's already really oppressive in Cerise. I would say this is the most valuable, is the imprint concentration. But being able to get imprints of her is really nice because probably a lot of people aren't going to put slates into her. So being able to get that is really nice. Up next, we have Diene. Her options are attack for your team, which I really like, and self HP. Um, Personally, I currently have her on imprint release because she already does her job. Uh, and if I'm bringing her into a fight, odds are I have attack-based damage dealers, so adding some extra attack onto them might be kind of nice. Um, but the self imprint, depending on your team, can also be very good. Imprint concentration can also be very good, and I would love more imprints for her as well. And then finally, if we jump over to the nature units, where is Landy? Landy, one of the most impactful buffed units we've seen in recent memory. Um, she's a very weird imprint release in resistance for 2 units, which actually wouldn't be bad if you happen to have a triple S version of her. You could bring her into those debuff teams, especially because she's up again. You could bring her into like Cerise and Tenebria. Giving high res to your cleansers would be kind of a nice benefit there. But I think for most people, the imprint concentration is going to be just too valuable. Adding an extra 18% attack to her is ridiculously strong, especially because you're trying to also build her tanky, or you're trying to build her fast, or however you're trying to build her. That imprint concentration is probably too strong to pass up. If we take a quick look at the artifacts, let's go Soul Weaver. So this is the Diene one, the Unfading Memories. If you are using it and it isn't leveled up, then you're missing basically twice the effect of it. Instead of 4% heal, it's an 8% heal. Um, it's okay. I mean, it heals extra, and it is an AOE heal, which is actually quite nice. But you probably need it limit broken. But so most people use Rod on her. If we take a quick look, Rod of Amaryllis, which at max level is going to heal 24%. So it's going to heal 3 times as much, except it's single target. So kind of depends. Personally, I prefer Rod because against single target damage dealers in particular, it's kind of nice. But if you need her more for the AoE heal, you could go with her own artifact. Moving on to the Rangers, we have Wall of Order from Landy, and this one's actually really important. If you're using Wall of Order, you want to limit break it. I've been running it at plus 15, which brings this to 6%. So if there's 8 buffs, which happens relatively often, you're pretty much 50-50 to land your greater attack. But if there's 8 buffs with an 8% chance, that's quite nice, right? Coming in at 64% chance to proc greater attack, it can basically proc every single turn if you get enough buffs on there. So nice artifact if you are running it in against the right teams and if it's limit broken. That being said, I don't really use mine, so keep that in mind as well. And finally, the star of the show, This is huge. So this is 50% at plus 15. Wait, no, it's 52%? 54%? The hell is this at level 15? Because 15 would break it to 30. I don't know what this is at level 15. I'm not really sure. It's very confusing. But either way, somewhere around 50%. I think it's slightly over. Um, mine's at level 18. It's 56% now. If you're using this on someone like Landy and she goes and then she misses her stealth proc and then you die, you just are dreading the fact that it's not max limit broken because 70% feels like it procs all the time and 50% seems to never proc, especially because once you proc it once, it's a 2-turn buff, which means you have like if you burn into her skill when it comes up, you have 2 opportunities to proc it again. 'Cause you can only proc every other turn. So once you get it, you'll probably have enough souls to burn and be able to take 2 turns. And you can potentially, or with speed cycling, depending on how the other team is tuned, you can potentially get 2 turns to proc yourself back into it. If you have a 50-50 chance, you have a decent chance of not getting it if you get 2 shots at it. With a 70% chance, and if you get 2 opportunities, you should proc it every single time. So that's important. Plus the fact that you probably want an extra copy of this because even if you're only running it at plus 15, um, I think it's still worth it. The idea of putting this on like a Bizeri or something like that, getting to avoid it on first turn is really strong. I'm personally going to get as many copies of this as I can, which will probably only be 2, but I'm perfectly okay with that. Anyway, guys, that's going to be at the end of today's video. I hope this gave you guys the information you were looking for. If it did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. I need to go record the Kitty Clarissa video that I promised you guys a few days ago. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you all next time. Bye for now, guys.